Hey, I'm Mike May. I'm the CFO for Hemplucid and one of the leaders of our Lucid Impact.
I'm Vanessa. I am one of the leaders of Lucid Impact, and I also help direct our customer experience team and QA program.
I'm Gregorio Cordova, board member of the Frank Cordova Foundation.
So today we're talking with Greg from the Frank Cordova Foundation. We've partnered with their foundation. They do a turkey drive. We're going to get more into what they do, but we wanted to first kind of talk about your dad, Frank, and how he kind of got this whole thing started in 1999.
Okay. So yeah, my family has a background in the community. My mother's always been a principal or a teacher throughout her long career. And my father would always go and show up and take her to lunch, different things like that. And one day it was around Thanksgiving time, and my father was waiting in the office for my mom. There was a young man in there, and my father asked him if he was excited for Thanksgiving. And, the kid said he was. And then my dad asked him, are you excited for turkey, or what's your favorite part? And he's like, we don't get turkey for Thanksgiving. And that really drove my father's, ambition or first idea of, why aren't these kids getting what they need? Everybody deserves a turkey for Thanksgiving or the holidays,
Yeah.
It's a big part. We all enjoy sharing good food and family and time together, that camaraderie. So, my father took it upon himself and worked with my mother to establish a way that we can reach out to the community and find a way to, maybe help out some families. And, in the beginning, back in '99, is the first year that we did it. It was a snowstorm, and we didn't have anything really put together yet. People were just dropping off turkeys or dropping off money, and we're having to go find turkeys and buy them from Smith's or Walmart or wherever we could, and then load them in the back of trucks, bring them back, and then there was a line around the block in the middle of the blizzard, waiting for these turkeys, and we just kind of posted it, let the schools know, handed out flyers, and people were coming and just lining up waiting for a turkey. And that's pretty much how we started, man. I think that first year we only did a couple of hundred turkeys, and now we've grown it up to 2,000 turkeys a year. How we've been doing.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
And your foundation, which counties do they support?
Right now, we are mainly focused in the Salt Lake County. Year after year, we've been doing Salt Lake County as a big poverty-stricken area, less fortunate families, And this year, we also took on Davis County, just a couple of schools. One of our board members, they had somebody reach out, one of their customers or clients that they work with, and wanted to volunteer to adopt a school, which is another avenue that we'll talk about here in a few.
Yeah, for sure.
And so right now we have 2 schools in Davis County. This year we're doing 14 schools in Salt Lake City School District, Granite School District. We weren't able to get in contact with them to really break down what schools needed it the most. So we weren't able to take them on this year. So we adopted more schools in the Salt Lake District, which is, great.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we're at as far as that goes.
Cool. So when your father passed in 2013, that's when the foundation was started, right?
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about kind of those early days, what you guys went through as far as like your growth?
Right. So when my father died, we didn't have a 501c3. We had no real, organizational standpoint as far as a board and who was elected to do what. It was just my dad having him and all his kids, calling out, hey, we need turkeys, we need money,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? All his friends in the community, all his business relations. And, so at that point we decided, to make this legitimate and to really fulfill my father's legacy, we needed to establish a legitimacy in the business as a nonprofit. So, we started dabbling with that and filing for the paperwork. It took us a couple of times to file and submit for that because they don't just give that to anybody.
Yeah.
And being that we had been operating for a couple of years without it, that gave us a little bit of establishment. So that's pretty much where that started. And then from there, we really have organized it to an extent where we know how we pick our schools, how we pick our organizations. And then, we have our name out there so people reach out to us when they need them. And, we work with church organizations that build full meals for schools, for students, for their churches. Work with the Cancer Treatment Center. We work with Odyssey House, the recovery house there, YWCA. Yeah, we've been doing that, man. Been establishing those relationships and building it.
That's awesome.
And what does the application process look like, or how do you choose the schools that you work with?
So when doing that is we actually reach out to the school districts at this point. We reach out to them to get their enrollment lists and then how many kids are on. So we reach out to Title I schools is what they're called. They're the less income. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say that one. Monetary.
Yeah, underprivileged kids.
Yeah, underprivileged,
Yeah.
whatever you want to say. So it's Title I schools. We get their list of enrollment, how high their enrollment is, and then based off of that enrollment, what is the percentage of those students that are on either government assistance, food stamps, or
Okay.
different things like that. So that's how we start to select our schools. And then as far as the organizations go that reach out to us, is it's relation to, friends, family. My father passed away from cancer, hence the Cancer Research Center that we reach out to and do
Okay.
that for. Odyssey House, friends and family have struggled there, as we all have, and things like that.
Yeah.
What else? The YWCA, is my mom, her school where we are actually be meeting at on Saturday. A lot of her students come from the YWCA. So that's kind of how that started, is a lot of her students are there, so we provide them with turkeys to cook turkeys for the whole house for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that's how that started, but yeah, I think that answered the question.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, just really quickly, what is the WYCA?
It's basically a shelter for misplaced families, women of domestic abuse or homelessness or whatever the case, that they take them in and help them get back on their feet, help them find work, help them, get clothes for their kids, get them into school, kind of get them established.
Nice. I remember when we first started Lucid Impact, like our whole goal was to be the change, like,
Yeah.
in the community, in the country, all around us, just to be a better example of change. And my mom's a third grade teacher. And so when we were talking about the Frank Cordova Foundation and that you guys help schools, I was like, that instantly resonated with me.
Right.
Because she's been a teacher now for over 20 years. She has so many stories of kids that come to class without shoes or coats or, furniture at home. Like there's been multiple times where I've helped her, take things to kids' houses and stuff. So
That's awesome.
I wanted to kind of, hear from you of like what your experience is on Turkey Day, like when you hand out turkeys, like what kind of feelings do you get, like the faces of the kids, of the families, kind of talk us through what you're feeling that day.
Those days are very stressful. It's a lot of work, a lot of muscle, a lot of organization. We got to have people ahead of us to inform the school that we're going to be there and where to put the turkeys and things like that, how they want to organize it. But the best part is, when you're reeling in, carts stacked of turkeys and these kids are at lunch or something, that smiles and they're getting excited, jumping around and, things like that. It's awesome. That's the best feeling in the world, man. Is just seeing that and being able to create that for, a young soul,
Yeah.
So that's awesome there. And then, when these kids, have you ever seen a kid carrying a 20-pound turkey
That's
down
what I
the
was just
street?
going to ask. Like,
You ever seen a little
Yeah.
a second grader carrying a 20-pound turkey down the street?
Yeah.
And it's awesome because, you think about how they feel, when they come in, they're able to give that to their family for the holiday or whatever the case,
Yeah. That's amazing.
So yeah, man, it's a beautiful feeling. It's an awesome experience. I'm glad you guys get to share it this year with us, and hopefully we get to do that year after year, man.
Of course. Wanted to kind of ask you about what it means to now have organizations reaching out to work with you, like, and what it means to be working with Hemplucid this year.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's every year there's more people, more organizations that want to either work with us or need our assistance and adding to what they got going on, whether it be, they can provide, all the corn and the potatoes and everything else, and we help them provide the turkeys, and working with companies, like I said, churches, Odyssey House, YWCA, just all of it, man. It's awesome. Working with Hemplucid this year is a game changer for us. You know what I mean? It's a national organization that has a widespread customer base that we can kind of look into the future and see maybe how we can reach out to other communities and maybe establish some sort of relationship there and helping really fulfill my father's legacy outside of Utah or Salt Lake.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. That's what we really want to see, and that's what I want to see. Because I'm kind of in line to be the the key holder, I guess, or
Yeah.
you know, it trickles down to me, I guess, in a sense. But
You're continuing the legacy.
yeah, continuing
Yeah.
the legacy. There you go. There you go. I was
Yeah.
trying to find the words.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And yeah, man. So I mean, you know, this is my first relationship that I've been able to establish and build. You know what I mean, by myself with you guys. So thank you for that opportunity.
Yeah.
It means a lot. And like I said, man, I'm looking forward to doing this year after year.
Yeah, we're definitely honored.
Thank you, man. Honor's ours as well. It's shared honor.
What is like the most turkeys that you and your foundation have donated?
Oh man. Well, I want to say probably upwards of 2,500.
Wow.
Yeah, different years is different numbers, man. This year it's a struggle to get there, but just because of, you know, the logistics shortages, you know what I mean, drivers, and then, you know, food supply chain in general. It's been a struggle, and that's caused rates to go up. Obviously, we're paying a lot more, about 25 cents more per pound on a turkey this year, which has kind of hindered us. So this year we weren't able to get all the way up there, but yeah, 2,500 is the most we did. I think we serviced about 20 schools that year between Granite and Salt Lake, and about 10 organizations.
Cool. So you mentioned that this is kind of like your first relationship that you've established with a company. I wanted to kind of hear your thoughts and maybe your goals for not only this year, but kind of in the years beyond of what your foundation is looking to do.
Yeah, like I said, is cultivate this. You know, let's see how far we can push this, and how you guys. You know, my experience so far has been great. And you know, as I want to do something year round, not just the turkey drive. I want to start maybe a scholarship fund, or you know what I mean, something for the homeless. You know, in the winter or year round. You know, whether it be food drives, or whether it be clothing or blankets or shelter, or whatever we can do to kind of build it and extend that aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you know, it's good to feed people, but you know, if you can extend their future or build their future, you know what I mean, with the scholarship fund for somebody that deserves it, that doesn't have you know, the circumstances to really get there themselves but want it, you know, that'd be ideal. You know, and then not only that, is like I said, is establish relationships in other communities, you know, because we got friends and family everywhere that could, you know, benefit from this, and you know, maybe establishing some offices, maybe, you know, nationwide one day, you know. Because I don't see this dying anytime soon, you know.
Yeah,
I
for
want
sure.
to grow this for a long time and hand it off to my kids and their kids, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the goal, man.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
What are some current ways that people can get involved with the Frank Cordova Foundation?
You can always visit our website, fcfutah.org. You can go on there. There's a link there to donate through our PayPal. You can reach out to myself. Our Facebook page, Frank Cordova Latino Turkey Drive. You can reach us out there. We're always posting different videos, updates on where we're going to be, what we're doing. And yeah, that's pretty much our two avenues at this point.
Are you needing any help with volunteers the day of the donation?
The day so yeah, donation day. So we have two separate days. We have donation day, where we actually, you know, meet the community and encourage people to either come drop off a turkey or a donation, whether it be $5, $10, $20, you know. Whatever you can do, just come out, meet the board, you know what I mean, meet my family, you know, have a cup of coffee, eat a donut, or eat a tamale. We're going to have tamales on Saturday, so you guys come out and enjoy.
I'm going to be there for that. Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to have some of that there. So that's our donation day. That's this Saturday, November 13th. It's going to be at Benyon Elementary School, 4th South and 8th East. And then our turkey delivery day is where we actually have Pride Trucking, who's a partner of ours. It's been doing it for, you know, 15 years. And they donate a truck and a driver to pick up the turkeys from Walmart, and then we go to all of our different schools and load and drop them off either in their auditoriums or in their freezers, depending on when they're doing their turkey handouts and how they're doing that. That's on the 22nd of this year. We're going to be meeting at the Hope Street Walmart on 13th South. So if you guys want to come out, you know what I mean, feel free to reach out to us on our Facebook page or shoot us an email on our website, and we'll be more than happy to bring you out and share the joy. You know, more hands.
Awesome. So, like, I'm glad you mentioned the ways to donate, because on our website, hemplucid.com, we're actually on our front page right now. It's all about the Frank Cordova Foundation and ways that our customers can get involved. They can donate 1, 5, 10, 25, up to the amount that they want to donate.
Right.
So we're currently tracking donations. Hemplucid is matching those donations 100%.
Right on.
So when we come this Saturday, we'll have a check in hand.
Awesome.
So that's going to be awesome. A lot of people can get involved. We have this posted on our social medias. They can go to our website. If you buy a product, you can donate. You can just go on the website to donate any amount that you want as well. So yeah, we're super excited about this. Like I said, this is not only just a partnership for now, but one that's going to last,
Awesome.
in the future. So
Right
we're
on,
definitely excited here at
As my
Hemplucid.
father would say, right on.
Yeah. Awesome.
How's this deal? So donate through Hemplucid. Check out their awesome products. They're matching all donations. So yeah, let's drive some traffic there, guys. Let's get some money out here and feed some families this year. And if you want to come out and volunteer, you can reach out to us at the Frank Cordova Foundation.